Well, welcome back everybody. Today we're in Val di Sole. If you watched last video, we did the Black Snake. That's right, the World Cup track, got down that, still alive. Decided to do something more chilled, so I've come up to the very top and I'm going to, well, ride down a track. I think it's a 712 or something. I'm not quite sure what to expect. I've got a Trek Session downhill bike because I've been in the bike park, so probably completely inappropriate for what I'm about to do now, but hey, needs must. So anyway, if you want to see what happens, and well I do, come join me. Okay, we're exceptionally overbiked for what we're about to do, I think. But as I say, it's the bike we've got. Trek Session downhill bike. It's supposed to be a black, supposedly, but, well, it might be. 712 is, we're going to follow that number all the way down. $712, so far I'm not lost. Talking of lost, me and Jacqueline came out for a ride yesterday. And oh, we could not find the trail. We wanted to go by this lake on this route, and we couldn't find it. So we ended up yesterday, hired e-bikes, supposed to be a chill day, did 2,000 meters of climbing. I was my legs were gone by the end of the day. I eked it back to the shop with an eco with one little orange light flashing. My wife thought it was an awesome day. She's just so fit. All right, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Okay, one thing I might do is do the old-fashioned dropper post. Let's just put the seat up a little and then we'll see how that goes. Although the seat's angled so far back, I could try and fix that as well, I suppose, but you literally sit on it, it feels like you just want to slide straight onto the wheel. It's downhillers for you. Oh, that looks like uphill. Can downhill bikes ride uphill? Is that even a thing? Oh, it's not very steep uphill, and I am an athlete now. Oh. Yeah, this. Even with the seat up a fair bit, you can't really sit on the seat and pedal efficiently. So yeah, not really the right tool for the job, but as I say, it's not a climbing trip, it's a downhill run, so, but yeah, it may have some traverses in it. If you didn't see the last video, as I say, I did the Black Snake, the World Cup downhill track, and as much as I enjoyed that, you are a little bit frightened you're going to injure yourself the whole time. There's an element of fear, so it's quite nice to sometimes just ride like this, take your elbow pads off, and just ride chill. You know, look at the flowers. I don't know if I ever mentioned flowers or not, but yeah, just ride chill and just enjoy being in the outdoors. All right, 710 goes to the right, 712. We'll try 712. I don't know why 12 over 10, but just an arbitrary choice. Funny thing is, I suppose it's relatively zesty. This is a black trail. Oh yeah, I suppose that is. Oh, okay, that is fairly black. Okay, maybe I was about to say it's pretty chill, but me having a chill ride is still wanting to choose a black. I kind of like this. I might have to put the seat back down again though. It's right up high. Although, funny enough, on a downhill bike, the seat is in such a different position that even when it's up, it's not really in your way, which is why I often think the downhill bikes, their seat seems quite high. But of course, as I say, it doesn't actually get in their way because they're right over the back wheel and the seat's quite forward. Oh, 200 mils of treble, soak it up. Yeah, the brakes are a bit average. You have to squeeze like hell to make the bike stop. This is actually quite a fun trail if you really didn't want to do the bike park, and there is other options. I've chosen the hardest line down the hill, and again it's a blue flow trail, but yeah, I know. But there are easier options you can take for sure. As I say, the ride me and Jacqueline did was just a sort of gravelly road, but it was quite pleasant really. It was beautiful, followed a river, and yeah, it was quite pretty. Must admit, gonna have a little water stop and a little hand stop as well. As I say, the brakes are not the most powerful brakes I've ever had, so you're kind of getting hand pump. I think when you've got really, really good brakes, and you can just kind of, that's why I would say that, like, just slightly touch them and the bike will lock up. It's so much less work than when you have to really pull like mad. One of the things I love though is just being in the forest here. It is so tranquil, there's nobody here. It's always amazing when you come out riding here, you get into the forest, it's like there's nobody there. I guess it's such a big area, but yeah, it's just me in the forest, and I'm just going to chill for a bit and enjoy it and have a drink, and then we'll keep going. All right, had my little break. We're back into it. Let the brakes cool down a bit. Hey, that's no joke, is it? Oh, you wouldn't want to do that in the wet. Whoa, maybe you don't want to do it in the dry. Okay, I'm so lucky, I'm really lucky that, because the weather has been, if you've seen some of the World Cups, like Leger is, I think, a pretty easy track. It's mostly grass fields and a few big jumps and things, but they throw some water on it, and only a quarter of the ride has made it down without crashing. So it shows you the difference when you make it wet and slippery. And so I've just been praying that it will be dry, and look how dry this is. It's brilliant. This is probably only really 2 days without rain, so it obviously dries fast here. 712. Oh, we're doing the traversey bit again. See what a downhill bike can do, eh? Woo, soak up those rocks. Let's just see how much it can take. Whoa, how much I can take. Way! Feel that suspension work. Whoa, whoa, lines, lines, lines. Oh, definitely is better than even 160. Whoa, that is phenomenal. What do we got? Oh, 712's uphill. I did want the 712 though. Let's stick with it. Stick with my old buddy, the 712. All right, you see the sign? It says 712. I had to come back and recheck because it's kind of like, can you see? I guess just down the mowed strip of grass, I guess. I might get the old-fashioned dropper going again. Slightly unorthodox. Don't want to hit like one of these big ruts in the water trenches at speed. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's a reason everyone went to the left. There's some water coming from somewhere. Oh, now I've got water spitting everywhere. That'll come off. Oh, you guys know what time it is. It's taking wild photos, wildflower photo time. I have so many pictures of wildflowers. Sorry guys, another photo time. I just love how no tree stump can just be left a tree stump. It has to have something carved in it. I just absolutely love that. And now I'll have to work out is how do I get back to the chairlift at the bottom? I guess it's just keep going down and probably left. I've mentioned this a few times on the videos, but it always amazes me how these bikes, how slow they roll down the hills. You just think they'd go faster. Big, fat, low pressure tyres, I guess. All right, another photo time. Oh, look at these guys. Look at this. So here's the thing, I got down to the bottom, rented the bike for half a day, thought maybe I should return it. So I took it to the shop, and it was the shop was actually closed. It didn't open again until 2 o'clock. So I thought, oh well, I might as well keep riding till 2 o'clock, and then I'll just say, well, I couldn't return it because you were closed, and it'd still be half day. But the lift was also closed, and they were closed till 2 o'clock as well. So I kind of found a shady spot, had a cold drink and a bit to eat, and then I thought, well, if I went back, I'm gonna have a shower, have a nap, wake up, start eating and drinking, and I might never come here again, and this place is spectacular. So my philosophy's changed a lot recently. A lot of things have happened, but most notably a good friend of mine's going through a terrible time, and I know he wouldn't go home and have a nap. So I'm going to keep on riding. I'm going to live every day to the max, and so this lap, mate, is just for you. There you go, sorry about no lens wipe there. I'm normally pretty good at that, but I was just in the moment. I started from top to bottom, didn't stop, went pretty flat out for me anyway. And yeah, as I say, I was just had a lot of things on my mind, and I just wanted to go hell for leather down the track for me. In fact, I was kind of glad I took the insurance out, because
dinging over all those rocks at that speed. If it was my own bike, I'd be worried one of the wheels were just going to explode. But as I say, I took out the insurance and I figured, well, if I blew up a wheel, I'd just go back to the shop and said, eh. But anyway, it was a downhill bike and it coped with it fine. And it was a really, really fun run. It's actually 8 o'clock at night here. We've moved. We're at Lake Como. Really, really hot here. We've got a nice apartment. It's about 200 New Zealand dollars a night. I know you guys are sort of interested in what you can get, but you can actually get a pretty good place for $200, and we have got some cheaper places as well. We've also done some other e-bike rides with Jacqueline. I've thought about making a video, but sometimes it's just nice for the two of us just to be on holiday and not trying to film everything. So sorry if you guys would have liked to have seen that, but so far we haven't got very far on that one. The other thing was I did make lots of travel tips for you, and I've just never quite managed to put them into a video because often the videos have been really long. So if you're about the 3 or 4 people who are still watching this far into the video, I'll put some of my travel tips, and if they help, they help. And if not, well, we'll see you on the next one. Travel tip, chili bags. We brought this one from home, should have brought 2. You can buy these things here, but sometimes it can be hard to find things, especially in these small little villages. So often bringing things from home is easier. What we do, freeze a couple of water bottles, put them in the bag, then when you're traveling from one location to the other, you can put the contents of the fridge in there, which is why we probably need more than one. It's also good when you're going out for the day, pack a lunch in there, some nice cold drinks, and everything stays nice and cool. So anyway, another travel tip. Another wee little travel tip for you. When you go on a plane, you're allowed to carry a laptop on completely additional to your normal carry-on 7 kg carry-on luggage. And I kind of take this to advantage, and I've done it for years and no one's ever stopped me. But you've got a bag here, there's the laptop tucked in there nicely, and then underneath it, all of my cameras, microphones, mouses, chargers, everything I need for the whole trip. It's with me and nice and secure and safe. It's quite heavy actually, and no one's ever weighed it. So it's one way of getting all of your expensive kit on there, or just extra kit, and get a little bit of extra luggage allowance. Anyway, another tip. Travel tip. Money, how to deal with money when you're on the go. We've virtually used almost no cash so far on this trip. We've either used our Visa card, or the other thing we're using now is the cash passport. This thing you can load whatever currencies you like on it. You can do that on your internet banking. And so when you spend money in the country you're at, it's already loaded in euros, and so you're spending euros, and there's no additional fees at all to doing that. And we've noticed pre-COVID, everyone seemed to take cash. Now in 2024, pretty much cards everywhere. It's all good to go. So anyway, another little wee tip for you. Okay, travel tip, power. Okay, so if you're going on holiday, you're going to need adapter plugs. That's pretty obvious. But more than that, we brought several multi-boards and also bought an extension cord because you've got a lot of things to plug in, especially me with all my GoPros and things to charge up, even just your toothbrush to charge up. Also brought the extension cord because often the plugs are in the wrong place. But more interesting than that, this is the little adapter plug that we brought from home. But it doesn't fit in many of the plugs in the apartments. In fact, there is not a single plug in the apartment that this fits into. So you can often buy, and I just bought this in the supermarket, this is an adapter. This will go in any plug in the apartment, and then that plugs into there, and then you've got power in every single outlet. Anyway, that's another travel tip. Hope it helps. Travel tip, SIM cards. These days you can't really go anywhere without using your phone. In previous trips we've got by without data on our phones, and it's been awkward. We can't communicate with each other when we're out during the day. Google Maps doesn't work. So this time we used a thing called SIM Corner. We bought these back in New Zealand, bought SIM cards for the entire trip. They last a month each one. They give you a certain amount of gigabytes. You can text and call and things like that, and we've used them a lot already. So you just put them into your phone. In fact, we always have a phone with dual SIM cards for that very reason. You can just pick which SIM card you want to use. But anyway, yeah, definitely, and you can buy them at the airport when you arrive, but sometimes, as I say, getting them already preloaded, so when you arrive off the plane, you've already got a phone that works and you can ring and pick up your hire car and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, another travel tip.